Hi everyone, welcome. It's story time with Party. We've got some sheep stories today and some Easter stories today. So let's get started. Let's do one of these little lamb stories right away. Mary had a little lamb. I think we're all pretty much familiar with this little song. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day. Oh, there she is off to school, which was against the rules. She wasn't supposed to bring it to school. Mary is peeking around the doors of the school. It made the children laugh and play. They are playing with the little lamb in school. To see a lamb at school. Oh, what a cute little lamb. So then the author talks a little bit about what it was like to make this little story. He had to find a person to be Mary, so he found a little first grade girl to be Mary, and then he needed a white lamb, and he had to wash the lamb every day that they were doing the story so that the lamb would be as white as snow. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Now I have a little poem I want to read, and you can look up on my board. Now we're going to crack open some eggs. There are 5 little eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what do we see? They're about to crack open. My goodness me, says Mama Hem. The first egg cracks open. What's going to be behind there? And what do we see? It's a little purple dinosaur looking at me. The second egg cracks open. And what do we see? Well, it's a funny little platypus looking at me. It's a platypus, or a goofy looking animal. The third egg cracks open. And what do we see? It's a snappy little alligator looking at me. It's a little alligator. The fourth egg cracks open. And what do we see? It's a little green turtle looking at me. The fifth egg cracks open. And what do we see? It's a little yellow chick looking at me. My baby, says the mama hen, as happy as can be. Mommy, says the little chick. Did you meet all my brothers and sisters? What? Squeaked Mama Hen. My goodness. Look at that. Out of her eggs came all sorts of little creatures that looked different from one another. Yep, that's a good little Easter kind of a poem. All right, our next story is going to be No Sleep for the Sheep. It's another sheep story. In the big red barn, you see the big red barn? On the farm, a sheep fell asleep in the big red barn, on the farm. Then there came a loud quack at the door, and the sheep couldn't sleep anymore. Woke up the sheep right there. Go to sleep, said the sheep to the duck at the door, and please don't quack anymore. Quack, said the duck in the barn. Shh, not a peep, said the sheep. Go to sleep. Soon the duck and the sheep fell asleep in the big red barn on the farm. Then there came a loud baa at the door, and the sheep couldn't sleep anymore. Go to sleep, said the sheep to the goat at the door, and please don't baa any more. Baa, said the goat in the barn. Shh, not a peep, said the sheep in the big red barn. Soon the goat and the sheep fell asleep in the big red barn on the farm. Oh, good. I'm glad they got to sleep again. Then came a loud, oops, I got to get the picture right here, oink at the door, and the sheep couldn't sleep anymore. Go to sleep, said the sheep to the pig at the door, and please don't oink anymore. Oink, said the sheep in the barn. Shh, not a peep, said the sheep from the big red barn at the farm. Soon the pig and the sheep fell fast asleep in the big red barn on the farm. Oh, they all got back to sleep. Then there came a big moo at the door, and the sheep couldn't sleep anymore. Go to sleep, said the sheep to the cow at the door, and please don't moo anymore. Moo, said the cow at the barn. Shh, not a peep, said the sheep in the big red barn at the barn. Soon the cow and the sheep fell asleep in the big red barn on the farm. Wow, look at them all piled up there. We've got sheep and goats and cows, everything. Then there came a big neigh at the door, and the sheep couldn't sleep anymore. Go to sleep, cried the sheep to the horse at the door, and please don't neigh anymore. Soon the horse and the sheep fell fast asleep. Oh, wait, here we go. Everybody's fast asleep. Then, what do you think happened then? Cock-a-doodle-doo! It was morning. Wake up, all of you. Hey, sheep, that means you too. But the sheep slept right on through the neighs and the moos and the cock-a-doos in the big red barn on the farm. So everything woke him up but the cock-a-doodle-doo. And he just kept right on sleeping. That silly old sheep. Let's practice our Come Run See the Rock-a-Rollin' song. You ready? Come run see the rock-a-rollin'. Come run see it roll away. Come run see the rock-a-rollin'. Come run see on Easter Day. Yeah, it's going to be Easter very, very soon. So our final song is going to be a story is going to be a book about Easter called The Best Thing About Easter, donated to the Trinity Library by Danielle Coles. I know Danielle Coles' mom and dad. Do you like Easter? I do. I think Easter is fun. I like to dye Easter eggs all different colors. Which color is your favorite? I like pink ones. Then, after we dye the eggs, we hide them and have an Easter egg hunt. I love to hunt for Easter eggs, don't you? Yes, I think Easter eggs are fun, but Easter eggs aren't the best thing about Easter. Sometimes we have candy. Ooh, they're eating their candy. Easter eggs with soft, squishy marshmallows. Sometimes we have gooey, chewy jelly beans. Yum, yum, yum. And sometimes we have chocolate Easter bunnies. There they are. I like Easter candy a lot, but candy isn't the best thing about Easter. Did you ever pet a soft, furry bunny at Easter time? I did at my uncle's farm. My other cousin got a chick that went peep, peep, peep. I like furry bunnies and fuzzy chicks, but bunnies and ducks and chicks aren't the best thing about Easter. Easter is in the springtime. Look at him running around. And guess what happens then? Up the hill, down the hill. Just watch me. Woo! Running around. Isn't that fun to do? But springtime isn't the best thing about Easter. Mm-mm. I like to get all dressed up for Easter Sunday, don't you? First I scrub in the tub, then I brush, and then I put on my good clothes, looking good, terrific, wow. And then at church on Easter Sunday, we laugh, we talk, we sit when we sing, we listen and pray, we have a treat. Oh yes, I like getting all dressed up and being together on Easter. But even that isn't the best thing about Easter. The very best thing about Easter is Jesus, God's own Son. Oh yes, Jesus is the best thing about Easter. You see, we have Easter because of Jesus. Easter is about something wonderful that was about God's amazing story. First, a very sad thing happened. Jesus died on the cross. But guess what? He did not stay dead. No, he did not. On the very first Easter morning, God made Jesus alive. The tomb was empty. The stone was rolled away. That's why we sing that song. And Jesus' friends were so surprised and so happy. Jesus is alive. He really is. Look at him. They're so happy. And then a little later, God took Jesus up into heaven. It was all part of God's amazing plan. But the most amazing part of God's plan is that Jesus died and lives again for me and you. It's true. Because Jesus loves me and you. Oh, yes. I like Easter eggs. I like Easter candy. I like Easter bunnies. I like getting all dressed up for Easter. But the best thing about Easter is Jesus. Happy Easter, everyone. Oh, man, that's a good Easter story, isn't it? And happy Easter, everyone. Let's finish up with our goodbye song today. If we all said a prayer for each other every day, what a wonderful world this would be. I would ask God to bless you and keep you every day, knowing you'd say the same prayer for me. Bye, everyone.